Feedback Friday number 4. We'll get right into it. Okay, so the 4 questions for this week was, one second. Name the traveling dwarf. That's an not an inside joke. It's a dwarf companion or the dwarf traveling dwarf. It's very simple. We're going to add that in 1.4. And Tofu thought it would be a good idea to get you guys' opinion on it. And I'm not sure how we're going to pick the name. I guess the one she likes the best, I'm guessing. She just got back from the gym. Same. All right, so let's get into it. Name the traveling dwarf. First response was Moana. I know where that's from. And if you'd like... Actually, let's do this. Let's do the question. Right from the bottom. What's going on here? Is the response is done this way? Interesting. Where's the Moana one here? I'll just do it like this. We'll go over every question, and then we'll jump to the next full response. I suppose that's going to work the best way. All right. If you'd rename the realm of the Falcon, what could it be? The Sir Leon Order. Did I say that right? Sir Leon Order? I don't know. Interesting response there. Where do you download Perisno ModDB? Well, that's obvious. Everyone should do that. Warband Nexus and Steam are kind of garbage in my opinion. Well, Nexus isn't too bad, I suppose, but Steam is... I'd remove it from Steam if it was up to me, but people want it on there, and then they complain when it updates and they lose their save game. Nothing we can do. It's Warband. Favorite video game? Perisno. Warband is the mod. Perisno is the game. Warband is the mod. Of course it is. All right, let's go back to the second response. Name of the traveling dwarf, Barambur. Lord of the Rings much? So, if you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, what would it be? Realm of Pointless. Obviously, that's not going to go. Guess this person doesn't like the Realm of the Falcon, eh? ModDB again, and Dark Souls series. That's nice. I haven't played those, but we got a few Dark Souls fans in our midst. So far, I don't think any of those dwarf names are going to go. ModDB is number 2. Name of the traveling dwarf, Tharim Silvershield? Is that a Lord of the Rings name? Let me check this quick. Tharim. Forgotten Realms. Tharim Roganharm. Who is this character? House Roganharm, Forgotten Realms. It sounds very familiar. Very familiar. Forgotten Realms wiki. It's familiar, but some kind of books. All right. Not too bad. They're in a silver shield. I like that. I can't go down like this. 1 second. I got to get my Discord open here. All right. If you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, what would it be? Argentium Union? No. ModDB, we got 3 of them already. Smart people. Favorite video game? That is a bit broad. I like RPG, strategy, and any platform. I do... this should be deleted. I do play mobile games too. Nobody plays mobile games. Number 4. You're trying to kill me with these names. My name... Ugh. Minarium? I don't know. It's a tongue twister for me. Minarium, whatever. Good name. I think we'll put that in and see how many actually can pronounce that. I just can't. If you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, what would it be? Peregrine. That's another familiar word. So... Peregrine, interesting. A falcon. Okay, okay. That's actually not too bad. I'm going to keep this open. Peregrine is an actual falcon. ModDB and Bannerlord. Okay, first Bannerlord favorite game of the day. Sweet. Number 5. Graham Silverbeard. I'll give that a 6.5 out of 10. Not too bad. If you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, let me get my mic a little bit away here. Realm of the Falcon, Old English. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Elderai say Falchion, something like that. That's actually not too bad. We had a few of these suggestions. ModDB and Bloodborne. So ModDB all the way so far. Haven't played Bloodborne. Umland Falcon Guard. Umland. Falcon Guard is a little too. He's not from the Realm of the Falcon. He's a traveling dwarf. If you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, Rohir Reach. I want to know how this word is actually pronounced. To extend, this is actually a good name. I like this. Reach, but just, well, Reach corrected me, of course. It's good work. Warband Nexus. We got our first Warband Nexus of the day. Welcome your Warband Nexus people. And favorite video game, Perisno. That's the second one. It's not a video game, it's a mod, but hey, we'll take it. Beisama, the cheeky break. Why does this sound like someone I know from Discord? Oh, man. If you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, New Order of Nefali, I'll give that a 6 out of 10. I like this cheeky break guy. Brecky? Where do you download Perisno? ModDB, of course. It's the 5 out of 6 now? 6 out of 7. I got 4 favorite games right now. It's The Witcher 3, awesome game. Mount&Blade Warband, another awesome game. Genshin Impact, haven't played it. And Guild 3. I've played Guild 3 a little bit. I think 3 solid games. Genshin Impact, haven't played that one yet. Name of the Traveling Dwarf, Heavy. Short and to the point. It's alright. Heavy, have I? I like the name of the Realm of the Falcon, so don't change it. Hey, this is actually a good response. I didn't expect anyone to actually do this, so don't change the name of the Realm of the Falcon. They like it. That's alright. Where do you download Steam? That's the second Steam. So we got 5 ModDBs, 1 Nexus, and 2 Steams. Don't know what we're living in. ModDB's the way to go. Fallout New Vegas. I played Fallout, but not New Vegas. I liked Fallout. Was it 4? I don't remember. That was an alright game. Number 9. Dwarg and Pesse. Dwarg. I don't like this last word. And PC. It doesn't really fit a dwarf. Dwarg. This one kind of does. If you'd rename the Realm of the Falcon, what would it be? Falconia. Just Falconia. Falconia. That's a solid 7 in my opinion. ModDB. Good man. Or woman, whatever you are. Whatever fits my mood. This is a very broad statement, but hey, it works, because whatever fits your mood. I feel you. Number 10. Goldberg. I think I saw this when I went through the responses. Goldberg. Is that a WWE wrestler or something? So that's a no. Hyper Warriors of Death Gideon? Deathagon? Something like that? Hyper Warrior. No. ModDB, of course. The World Ends With You. Let's not jump into this. Hopefully this is something safe to search. Action role-playing game with urban fantasy elements. So it's a Nintendo DS game. Really. Nintendo's anime, I guess. I don't play Nintendo DS. I haven't played it in years. Interesting response, though. Of all the games, a Nintendo DS game. Okay. Number 11. Chubby Flintbreaker. I like Chubby Flintbreaker. We might just go with this. Who's up for the Chubby Flint Breaker? Oh, that's good. If you'd rename the realm of the Falcon, what could it be? Custodians of the Ivory Hawk. Custodians of the Ivory Hawk. That's not Ivory Hawk. It's too long. I want to get away from Realm of the Falcon. Just a 2-word, 1-word thing would be better. Where do you download Perisno on Steam? Okay. Favorite video game, Halo. I have never played Halo. I've heard a lot of things about it, but I've never played it. Number 12. Biggest... Yeah. We're just going to skip these responses. Yeah, Hunt Showdown. I don't know this game. Hunt Showdown. First-person shooter developed by Crytek, launched in Steam early 2022. 2018. Looks like it just looked like a bad game. Might have to check it out. Bunch of games I've never played, but I don't play a lot of games, so. KKK Paradise. Yeah, I can feel that. Dwayne Aleseeker. Aleseeker? Okay. Dwayne Aleseeker. Got it. I like the Aleseeker. That's a good name. A solid 8 out of 10. What's wrong with the current name? Nothing. Just getting responses. It's all right. ModDB and BG2. What do we got here? BG2. Baldur's Gate. I should have known that. Haven't played it. Man, I've played very little of these games. Good responses here. I like this. I like this response. I'll just skip that because might go against Twitch TOS. I don't know. Donzil Longborn. Lavilia. Interesting. That's an interesting name. What is that? So it's not anywhere. I like that it's not showing up anywhere. Lalivia. Kind of hard to say, but Lalivia. Lalivia. Interesting name nonetheless. ModDB and all that can be modded. It's quite a variety of games. I like that response. I like modded games as well. Number 16. Name of the Traveling Dwarf, Gimli. Original. Gondor being good at fighting. This is a Lord of the Rings person called Yes. Is this a trick? Is this a troll called Yes? Never heard of it. Called Yes? Or is Yes the name of the game? Another Bar and Boar. That's the second one. Forest Haven. Change it. Steam. I don't play video games. You don't play video games? I don't either. None of us play video games. Little Man. Change it. No. Falcon Land. That's original as well. Realm of the Falcon. Falcon Land. Falconian Land. Steam and out of right now, Outward. That's also a very familiar game. Open World Fantasy. I have not played it. Looks interesting though. 2019. Cool. Little Man. Oh, I guess it's not going to make it. Little Man's 2. Borombor or something like that. That's the third one. Come on, be original or make something up. Selodian Principalities. I like this name. I like Selodian. I don't know what it means, but it kind of fits. Selodian. I don't like the principalities. No, I'll write this down. Selodian. It's an interesting word. ModDB and Mount&Blade Warband. Seriously. Yeah, I get it. It's a good game. And let's go to the final response. Whoever sent this, we should just this is the winner right here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Whoever wrote this, you win. I know I did, yeah. Kingdom of the Field Count. That's just Falcon split different. Steam and GW2. Out of curiosity, I'm going to search this because you got me again. Guild Wars 2. Haven't played that. Have I? What a name. All right, I think we're done with responses. Keep sending them in. We'll keep this open because we wanted some more dwarf names. Maybe Tofu's going to find one she likes. I don't know. And some more falcon names as well. We'll get this open for the feedback Friday in April. So, all right. Do we have anything coming up? No, we don't. So let's go to our pins and let's jump to it. All right. So the format usually goes at me so I can find it better. And we'll start off with Tofu. I went with the Perisno troop because Perisno is the most overpowered faction in the mod. Yeah. I don't know about that. Let's open up in the browser so we can see better. All right, so player mercenaries, didn't rename that. We're going to start off with a Perisno recruit, Perisno soldier. That's a very common theme. I see where this is going. We got a Perisno warrior, Perisno veteran warrior, Perisno foot knight, Perisno defender, a knight as well, horse archer, veteran archer, and all that stuff. So this is very similar. Okay, what's going on here? I'll have to put this on silent. Whatever. All right. There's not much I can say about this troop tree, but I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. I like Perisno stuff. Perisno troop trees are good. And we got a picture here. A lot of Gambison going on. Oh, this is a different one. My bad. Our custom troop trees, yes, we'll allow custom troop trees. You won't show them all. 9 monk. Let's go to this one. All right, we got Fothrach Fear Conscript. Fothrach. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, my bad. So, looking out, going dark, kind of more black armor. The footman, the Fear Veteran. The Ard Fihan Infantry. We got an officer and a great sword. So this guy's no shield, this guy's got a ward shield. Going heavy infantry on the top. Looking off the bat, this is kind of like the Telranian Hacker, or it looks like similar to the Telranian Hacker. He didn't do the Household Guard. I think he mentioned in Discord that someone wasn't able to complete it into the new version. He didn't do the last 3, that's fine. He went Fire Cavalry. I like to see these last 4. He went kind of the theme at the top. Bowman, Archer, and Sharpshooter. I kind of like how this Archer line's looking so far. If you're watching, finish this and send it in again. We'll go over it in the next Feedback Friday. It doesn't look too bad. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 so far since it's not finished, but we'll go over it again. All right, let's close this. Live streaming. All right. I have an unfinished screenshot. Yeah, I can see that. Made up of conscripts, death row inmates, thieves, bandits, political enemies, and other lowlives. All units have 3 to 4 different helmets, weapons that they look like ragtag much. I like that. It's pretty neat. Veterans have been handpicked from scum to raise a standing armor for the commander. So it's like a bandit type of faction. Yeah, once again, send that in again. Just at me when you do it, and we'll go over it again. Right now it's unfinished, but it looks good. All right, let's go to the second one. Theomine Rohan Troop Tree, made with imported stuff from the last days. Oh, okay. This is a bunch of troop trees. We won't go over everyone. Just interesting to see what he comes up with here. So this is from the last days, a Lord of the Rings mod. And I guess he made his own characters. They look very similar. Rohan inspired, obviously. Rohan Kingsguard, Rohan Recruit. I don't know. I never like giving recruits horses. Just the way I am. Recruits. How come recruits get horses? We took this away from the Reich des Drachen, but horses themselves, I'd have to take a closer look. But the textures, I don't know. The textures over here kind of don't look too high def, I guess. But I don't know. Typical Rohan troopery, I suppose. 6 out of 10. All right, the Gondor troop tree made with Perisno assets. Heavy spear infantry supported by archers and calf. The horses aren't that much armor because they weren't in the movies too. Okay. Oh, you're copying the movie. Okay, I get it. So this is made with Perisno assets, more or less. We got Gondor Militia, Gondor Guardsmen. Realm of the Falcon, basically, on the top. Because Realm of the Falcon copy that. I guess. I don't like the uniformness right here. Maybe it's a cop. I didn't really look too much at the movies and stuff, but it goes from white to dark black, white, white, white. That point, I'm going to take off a point for that. It looks, and then the horse is brown again. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 simply because you messed up the uniformness from the archers. But hey, maybe that's the way it is. But I don't really like the rest. Looks good, and the Swan Knight looks pretty good too. Maybe a different horse. All right, Noldor from Pendor. We're not going to go over that. First Legion, made with Perisno assets. First Legion, like Roman. Everyone is armed with spear except Household Guard, who has a one-headed two and a sword. Top line has throwing weapons, while bottom line has bows. Oh, I opened up the wrong one. I opened up this guy. Right. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a Roman themed. I shouldn't go over this because it's too much like Venator. I do like the Praetor. This is probably the best looking unit so far. The Centurion doesn't look too bad either, and this one, the last tier troops look pretty good. I like the last tier troops. The Cataphracts pretty decent. The last tiers look pretty darn good. I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10, simply because it looks. I don't like Roman themed stuff, but not too bad looking. And we got Dark Army, made with Perisno assets, same as the First Legion except the cavalry armed with swords. Used for genociding the whole content of Perisno, of course. What else would you do? So I like this better already. I like the helmets. First of all, the helmets look good. Black hold helmets, whatever that's going on. Not sure what. If that's the way they're supposed to be. This guy, his armor looks way too good for his tier, but it's second last, so we'll give it a... Actually, this whole troop tree looks really heavy. Jeez. From the defender up all the way up, these are heavy. Like the fists have the same armor as the master archer. They're all spearmen, most of them. I like this cav. This horse kind of stands out too much, but I get it. It's heavy cav. Didn't do the Lord's Scepter. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I like the look of it. Probably the best one so far that he's posted. And Ayubid armor. Ayubid army, maybe Persian. That's basically a better looking Drahara. I'll take that. I'll take a look at that. Better looking Drahara. What do we have here? Harris Milka. Not sure why nobody's doing the horse. These last troops. I guess it took too long. Oh, I like these last two. Jihadi. These actually look good. This looks very good. I don't like this armor. I don't like this armor. I don't like... Oh, this is pretty decent. I don't like this armor. This is not too bad. But these two look good because they have the recolored Perisno texture armor. So I'll give these two most of the points. But one thing, you got 4 troops with the same armor. I guess it's... asset-wise, you can really do better, but too many copies, I guess. This armor is reused a lot from Drahara as well. A solid 7, 6.5. These two look way too much the same, though. They're almost copies. 6.5 out of 10. Still Drahara inspired, maybe. Good looking troop nonetheless. All right. That's all for Theo Mine's troop trees. Let's continue with Havathia. Eagle Union troop tree. Originally, I wanted to copy the copy the Eagle Knight look, but there's no option to pick their armor and horse. Okay. Might add that. There isn't. The aesthetic choice was the Eagle Union having established themselves as the Republic after breaking off from the Order of the Eagle. Had the resource to procure more robust weapons, armor, and build a proper military unit. So it's the Eagle Knights just better, or a faction based off of them. They all use blunt weapons except the crossbowmen and horse archers. I modified the dwarven crossbow to be able to fire rapidly without reload, and the silver ghost is the horse archer with explosive arrows. Silver Ghost, I like that name. It's kind of just simple, but I like it. The main cavalry line are lancers, and their tier 4 infantry can act as anti-cavalry units. Interesting. Oops. I gotta get a mic stand because this one just... Sorry about that, guys. Let's continue in. Kind of a low-res screenshot. It works though. The Silver Ghost looks like Cretus right there, or Liana's troops. Silver Ghost. Pretty good nonetheless. I'm sure it does a lot of damage. Citizen Volunteer. We got Militia Recruit, Crossbowman. So it branches off, going from a white cross armor, and then to two. Forgot the name of this armor. What's the name of this armor again? I forgot, but it jumps. I don't like the jump from this armor and back again to this, to Union Century. So the Archer line, not sure why these two are in the middle. Oh, it could work, but it would be too ununiform. Telrania this did a little bit too, I guess. And the same thing happens here with the Union Troopers and the Eagle Union, and then it jump back to heavy plate mail. Again, it could work, I suppose. I can't see that too much. It looks like the same heraldic armor, yeah. Looks like the heraldic armor as well. Jumps from white heraldic back to brown or dark heraldic again, maybe. Can't see it from here. And then back to white. A lot of disuniform. It's white and heraldic, which very interesting choice of colors. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe just barely scratching the surface at 7. So I'm going to give it a 7, 6.5, 6.5, because I don't like the jump from white back to heraldic. This looks pretty decent though. But if they're based off of the Eagle Knights, they don't look like Eagle Knights. Eagle Union. I guess they changed colors because the Eagle Knights are bluish. But he did say that he couldn't copy him without the assets. I get it. It's fine. Wolfie is here. I think that's Proner. Did I say that wrong last time? I don't remember. All right, let's see what he got. Wolfie's Friends Extravaganza. Ah, yes, we have a mixed and match of different warriors from anywhere. Yeah, they all pretty chill and drinking and doing non-killing. Like talking to Wolfie or trying to kill other. So it's Wolfie, not Proner. My bad. Sorry guys. I'll get it right next time. But when they're fighting, hell, I wouldn't even want to fight unless they're on my side. The main infantry line is mostly shielded troops until the top tiers, where it gets interesting. The line chargers are elite troops which made to break through enemy lines, while the great breakers are meant to hit heavy hitting and taking harder foes. Your cam froze? Okay, one sec, guys. Still frozen? Yeah. One moment, guys. I will reset my camera. It should work now. Thank you. No worries. That's what I get for buying a really cheap headset or a really cheap camera. I probably have to upgrade in the future, so no worries. Thank you for telling me, by the way. Scale for soul. Can't really see that from here. I think my mic's back on. Yeah, I didn't notice my camera froze. Jeez. All right, let's keep going. That's no big deal. The cavalry line is mostly just decently armored cav, with the last tier being a mounted ranger, and of course a blade of the wolf, both of which are decimating enemy troops. All right, let's take a look at Wolfie's troop tree. Low tier screenshot, low res screenshot, or maybe it's just stretch. I don't know. Excuse me, man. This game fuel's just wrecking me today. Anyway, all right, he's got a really big mix of here. Let's go to militia. It has the tavern drinkers, or I remember that armor, I just don't know what it's called. That's from Men at Arms. It's a really heavy change. Interesting. Must not have good weapons. Only 70. So it's going heavy armor. With that armor there, I guarantee that armor is lower than that armor. or it's very close to it. So interesting. Sergeant at Arms. That's how you spell Sergeant. Shadow Warrior. I think you get in a little better with that armor. The helmet, gee, doesn't really match. Go black with that. Go black with the Shadow Warrior. And we got the Line Charger and the Giant. I don't know about these names. I don't know about Line Charger and Giant Breaker. This guy's the Iron Breaker. The names are quite funky. We got the Noble Lancer. Decent looking troop. And the Blade of the Wolf. That's pretty good. I would have taken a red horse instead of the green one, but that works. And the Mounted Ranger. White on green. I can match the horse a little better. There's a lot of good green horses. And yeah, Whirlwinds, Eagle's Bane, Sniper, and Wolf's Hound. These are very mismatching. I like the start of the Whirlwinds. Then he switches to a darker Eagle's Bane with a white helmet, and then a Sniper with a really spiky helmet, and then a Wolf's Howl. This is a very I like the look of this. The boots could. Oh, I think the archers look the best so far. I would change out this helmet. It looks kind of odd on this line. The infantry is very mismatched as well. I mean, yeah, Roman Legionnaire up here, or a Hakan Legionnaire up here. Archer line, I'd give the archer line a solid 7.5. The rest, 5. So 5.5, 6. It's just too mismatched. There's the stuff that you could change to make it look aesthetically pleasing, but maybe you weren't going for that. But tier 2, this armor is probably too heavy as well. Anyway, let's go to He Didn't At Me by Simon. Oh, well, we'll pass it this time. Dark Worshipper, focus of heavy infantry with a lot of blunt damage at mid unit, high tier unit. Militia using spears, fast swing, one-handed weapons. Cavalry low until mid tier using lancet, two-handed weapons, swing at high tier. Anyway, everything should be with dark color. All right. Since it's called the Dark Worshipper, I would expect nothing less. Why are the screenshots so slow? Is that me? I'm going to save this and see what resolution these screenshots are at. Because it does like they're taking it right from the game, so... Where did it download to? Oh, it's not loading up here. Let me look at the resolution 1 sec. 1366 by 768. That should show up pretty decently. I don't know why it's not. Anyway, let's go back here. Okay. The Dark Worshipper Lost Soul. Long name. Interesting name. I like it. It looked like the Perisno champion. Almost looks like the Perisno champion with a different sword, maybe. What? Worshipper Cleric. Oh, I thought it was a long sword. It's a spear. That's all right. Dark Worshipper Footman. The Worshipper Crusader. Is that 2 S's? Crusader. Dark Worshipper Dread Knight. And the Worshipper Tormentor. And the Worshipper Heretic. I like these last two. These look badass. Good job. Good job with the infantry. They look really good. Not sure about the Dread Knight. Maybe that helmet could have gone to the last tier because that helmet's the spiky thing on top of whatever they're called. They usually go in the last tier. Worshipper Hollow Rider, Worshipper Till at Night, and the Cursed Paladin and the Worshipper Black Rider. They all look pretty good. I like this look of this. All black. Kind of reminds me of the Claymorians with a different taste or a different touch. The Dark Worshipper Murderer. Dark Worshipper Murderer. Look, that's I would change the name of that because the and the I guess it doesn't work with the Dark Worshipper and Dark Worshipper Hunter. Because it did that too. Dark Worshipper Marksman. That works, I guess. Dark Worshipper Cheeky Brat. I don't know what that is. But yeah, first till I changed the name on it because the are just not working too well. And besides that, it looks like a solid looking troop besides this helmet. Why is this guy wearing a mask? Or a hooded mask? And these guys have silver armor getting a little darker. Yeah. Overall pretty decent. I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10 for aesthetics. Besides the copy of the Perisno champion up here. I like the name. I like the name Lost Soul. I think the name could be the Dark Worshipper. You could change something to a little better because they don't really work as troop names. Dark Worshipping, I don't know. The names themselves, the Murderer, the Hunter, the Marksman, whatever that is, I don't know. Everything else looks pretty decent, 7.5 out of 10. Good job. All right, we got a few comments here. And we got DVBS, the Castian Expedition Force. Interesting name, I like that name, Castian Expedition Force. Castian. I thought of the Perisno adventures and how they wandered to dwarf territory, and I thought creating a foreigner faction style in Spanish conquerors. That's a very interesting mix. I like it. Though we have no guns, the Spanish conquerors or conscriptors, whatever the heck their name is, they had guns. No guns in Perisno, though. The Queen up from Caste ordered armors and peasants to make expedition unheard of in Perisno, riches in shell. Okay. I like the added lore to this. I like that. The expeditionary force consists in dedicated lance and royal buckler option. Light riders perfect to match coach damage with ranged scouts and ranged units are made to become one of the best crossbowmen in the game. Their leaders are the conquerors, which are perfect tanks only if the situation is dire. All right, let's take a look at this. What was the name again? The Castian Expedition Force. Okay, this one's a little better. Resolution. These are really heavy. These are not going to... This is like a 35, 37 speed horse. This one's really slow. But it works, I guess. We got the Castian Adventurer. For a low tier troop, he has got pretty heavy armor. 35-ish, I guess. Not bad. I would switch these to armor unless the armor difference is too much. This looks better on a second tier troop. This one looks like a recruit. Or the first tier. The Explorer, Ballistro, Maestro, Reader. I like the names. This one doesn't. This one kind of mismatches, but I don't know. I guess it's Spanish themed. I can't read that one. Is that an N? Castian Gianate. The Castian Caballero. So these two got the same armor, I guess. Okay, they got 4 with the same armor and 2 different tiers. I don't like that at all. It could work, I suppose, but you got 2 basically double troops with different weapons, different helmets. These are gonna they're too much the same. I would change these a little bit. I guess they got different stats, but they do look copy and paste too much. Now this guy looks pretty dope. I like it. Castian Guardia Real. Is this some kind of Spanish thing? Guardia Real? I don't know. I like the look of this troop. The Castian Terracio. This helmet doesn't really fit. Too pointy. Into this line anyway. They're all kind of... There's no other pointy helmets besides this one. The Cabarrio de Elite and the Pathfinder. So besides the name of this troop, it doesn't match quite as well. I would make all these Spanish sounding troops, I guess. The horse doesn't really fit. It's too brown, besides the hunter as well, but he doesn't have any armor on, so that works. I would make this a silver horse as well, or something that matches. A silver horse would look really good on the Pathfinder because of his plated armor. Besides this heavy troop up here, I like the look of that. This Conscriptor is too heavy, unless it's a heavy lancer. I'm going to get this a 6.5 out of 10. There's too many copies of this armor. It seems out of place, going from the brownish theme, darker brownish theme, changing into this Spanish look, which is supposed to be, I get it, but then it jumps back into darker and then lighter down here. But it's a good looking troop tree, but there's just too many matches and it changes too much, I suppose. I like aesthetically looking troop trees that work. Pretty decent though, but too many copies up here. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. The name is probably the best thing. I like the Castians. Alright, is that the last we have? 309. Okay, we got a few more to go. Sky IU. Every unit has throwing weapons from tier 1 to 5. Their archers have 3 stacks of throwing weapons set up the shield like the infantry line. Okay. Let's take a look at these guys. Didn't give them a name. So the 3 didn't finish. We'll lose points for that. You can re-add this if you want. Doesn't matter. It's fine. We got more followers. Thank you, Dark Robin, for following. Dark Pizza. Or been followed yesterday. He's probably not online now. And thank you, Soel, for Soel. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Thank you for following. The Huskarl. Aren't Huskarls on infantry? See, these look like Viking type of troops, but Huskarl on a Cav. Interesting. We got a Norse Raider starting out with some pretty heavy armor. The Ulfsark. Like that. The veteran, the Norse can hero. This armor does not fit. No, I don't like this armor. It doesn't fit. And a Linear. So the last three are not finished. I'd like to take a look at those if they were finished, I guess. And we got the Young Noble and the Jarl. You can't really judge too much of this troop tree since it's not finished, but so far it looks pretty decent starting out besides this armor. I would change that. Maybe it's all he had for this line. The Huskarl. I like the look of the Huskarl, but not sure if that would be the best name for it. Huskarl could go here in later troop tree line. Infantry line, I should say. We'll give this out of 5.5 since it's not finished. All right, we got Elikid King Time Assassin 103. From an older version of Perisno, tried to keep it within a Greek theme from the context of a faction that was under control of the old Hakan Empire then broke free. Tried to keep the armor with a thematic order, but the archers are more light armor and short bow base in order to keep moving with their rocky environment along with the first Cav upgrade. Very light with hit and run Jareds. Infantry is more focused on anti-Cav while sacrificing the potential to have throwing weapons. And cavalry is obviously split from the lancer and upgrade towards archer. All right. We got two images. We'll open them up. He add something else here. Oh god, he's got something different going on here. All right, cool. We'll take a look at that afterwards. And you could obviously see it's kind of Hakan base, which is all right. Now this is a good looking screenshot. I don't know what some guys use different kind of screenshots. I don't know what's going on, but these screenshots are very good looking. I like this. This is from an older version of Perisno, I can tell. That's fine though. We got the Androsian slave. I'm not going to keep saying that because I keep butchering names today. Must be my game fuel. We got the auxiliary, the hoplite. I like hoplites. Kind of Age of Empires style troops. I like them. The veteran hoplites, the slayer, and the guardian. Aesthetically, the infantry line goes from kind of white to brownish to silver to plated armor, backplated, and darker. So it could work, I suppose. Could work. The Imperial of Prosperio. Shoot, I wish he had finished this. The Androsian light cavalry and just cavalry. Then you got Cataphract. Then last one here. Why does he not get a heavier horse? Just to maybe faster. I don't know. And then he goes Huntsman, Archer, Veteran Archer, and Marksman. These three have pretty much the same armor besides the last one. I doubt that changes armor much. And it's almost got basically the same helmets, just the closer one, just like 440. And the Huntsman, it looks like neighborhood troops. Honestly, not a big fan of the Archer line. That'll probably lose some points there. I don't like it because they match too much. They got copy and paste armors. Maybe you couldn't find any better ones, but they look too much the same. Probably couldn't tell the difference of them. You can't notice the upgrades. So, besides that, infantry looks pretty good. The Cav kind of mismatched a lot too. I don't like this armor at all. It's used too much. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Wish he had finished this guy over here. Take a look at that. And the horse. I like to know the reasoning behind this horse. Interesting choice though. Okay, now there you go. This one looks like a pretty badass looking troop. Immortal of Prospero. I'm gonna make it a 6.5 now. Whole troop tree simply because of this troop. I like the look of it. It's kind of a Viking slash. What was the name of that? Samurai slash type of troop. Kind of reminds me of that. It looks pretty good though. I like it. So, and then, I wonder what is this based on. But what I made mine is the main troops. You'll see the Fields government map. All right, what is this? What is the... should have seen this coming. Illica Falke much? The Falke Winged Hussar. I like the Illica Falke. I started to use these armors again. That's fine. Twice in a row. Even though they're just a tad bit different, I would have to change them up if I could, but since they're Illica Falke, we'll leave it go. This is a solid 7.5 out of 10. There are better horses, but I can... No, this is a new version. So there are better Illica Falke horses. I think we added a few of them. The Winged Hussar, I guess, is fast archer troop. I like to see the stats on this. The Falke Clansman. Falke Trapper, Headsman, Veteran Headsman. Not even going to pronounce that. Oh, shoot. Good looking troop tree. I could have done a little better with the last tier horse. Especially this one. This is overused a little much, but hey, it is what it is. Falke Hunter looks alright. Just basic troop. 7.5 out of 10. Can't wait to actually make the Illican Empire in Bannerlord. That's going to be a fun faction to make. Full Illica tree. Yeah. Alright, we got Hilaros. These fellows are from the Winehall Loyalists, followed by the Winehall family. They're a pretty balanced troop tree, but what I went with most was for their final tier, the Silver Lotus troops. I think I read this when I went through this. Looks pretty interesting. Let's take a look at it. And we got the Winehall Loyalist Guard. Not finished. I wish you guys would finish that. I guess you didn't have time or whatever. Just if you finish them, just resend them in, I guess, or re-at me. Some Lombardian armor right here. I'll give it to you. I see what you did there. The Loyalist Archer, Veteran Archer. Kind of skimping out here. You just mixed the heraldic armor here and just went back to basic. Yeah, I don't know. It works, I guess. I don't like it. The Loyalist Master Archer and the Loyalist Sharpshooter. I like this last tier troop. I like this one as well. This one looks good. I think the Archer line looks good besides the heraldic one. Kind of skimped out on that. I'm sure you could find something to fit better, but it works, I suppose. Loyalist Soldier's kind of a copy. That works, since it's the infantry line. And he jumps back to heraldic up here. We got the Veteran Warrior. Copies the Master Archer. Copies the Loyalist Soldier. Yeah, it looks like the same armor. And then the Lotus Champ, the Lotus Guard. And did he use different armors in all of these? Nope, he did not. The Horse Searcher and the Sharpshooter gets the same. And these top three get different. Maybe if you change these two to something else. But yeah, some factions copy. That's alright, I guess. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's a decent looking troop tree. Something different. Alright, let's keep going. Add this, please. In Warband, we might... There is... I can't promise you, but if there's an Illica Falke troop tree, you might do that. No, I can't promise you that. But there is going to be a Limbar troop tree that's coming in 1.4. And there might be an Illica one too. We'll see. Barring a few adjustments I can go, the troop tree should be... Okay, well, yeah. That's what he's talking about here. And we got... from 3 nights, I got 2 days ago, still to go. Fraud Radari Ume. If I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry. First one is the Minamate. Second is a TA's version based on mine. I'm not sure what that TA version is, but... Alright, this is Illica again. Oh, yep, yeah, I think he... Look above for Ume's tree. I told I would inspire by it. Mine gives the archer shields, and I've really only given the infantry access. Okay. So they're basically the same kind of thing. So his is based off of this as well. I like this infantry using this armor. It fits. It fits on this archer. So it's basically the same. He gets an axe here. I like that. But this armor is used 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 3, 4 times. Even though it's a different variation slightly, it still looks the same. Too much. Another solid 7 out of 10. It's Illica. Illican hero. Isn't that a troop already in the game? And then second, yeah, this is the base one that they based off of. Very similar, I suppose. Another 7 out of 10. They all look the same, or similar, I suppose. Hopefully we could add more assets for the Ilka Falki. I like working with those troops. You get a mountain like this. No. Why does he have a lot of armor on his feet and there's nothing up here? I guess like protects his feet when he runs. He's got pretty thin feet, I suppose. No more? It seems that's about it, guys, for troop tree submissions. It's been a good hour. Been doing well. Yeah, I think... Oh yeah, we went over this, where were we here? Some Realm of the Falcon tree names right over here. These are pretty good. I saved these. We'll go over them and might, if the Realm of the Falcon does get changed, we might go with some of these and mix them up a little bit and see what we can do. These are all good names. Yes, I agree. Oh, okay, we got another one over here. Arminius Fittywinks. Let's do it. The Misty Lake Troop Tree. I think I like this one as well. I looked at it a few days ago. Or 2 days ago, I should say. Powerful militia-style troop, general purpose infantry specified, geared towards defeating armor, and noble units. Missile units are crossbowmen, anti-armor maces, Pavese board shields. Okay, lore-wise, Misty Lake relies entirely on a militia force, its interior infantry and man-at-arms being the only fully professional forces. Okay. Let's see what you got here, boys. Zoomed in a little too much. Alright, another solid screenshot. I like the resolution on this, thank you. The Misty Lake Hero. Besides the helmet, I like it. Perisno styled. Good job. The militia, the lookout. Archers look like the mercenaries, which I suppose they should, according to the lore. The watchman and the sniper. Heavy Perisno armor right there. Not bad, I suppose. Misty Lake Merchant Cavalry Militia. Misty Lake Merchant Cavalry Militia. Have to change it. That's a very Misty Lake. I don't know. Misty Lake Cavalry. Kind of odd name. Misty Lake Man at Arms. I like that. I like the look of this. And the Vigil, and the Misty Lake Guard. Not a bad troop tree overall. He does use heraldics, which is fine, I suppose. I don't know why I don't like them. If they're all like this, if they all had their flag on it and it would show here, it would look a lot better. I like he did the middle ones here, then it switched up to heavier, which is fine. And the Seasoned Militia. They switched from militia to heavy, to actual troops, which I like. Besides the name of this Merchant Cav, I'd give this a solid 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. It's a different style of troop tree. I like it. Alright. He did post this, but he changed it. Alright, it's fine. Delta Leader. I'm going to combine this with a Show Us Your Custom Troop Tree. That's very fine as well. Keep doing that, because we're going to go over this in the next Feedback Friday as well. And one thing before I forget, I'll do it at the end. I'll go over the newest Patreons for Perisno. And without you, we couldn't have Princess Bridget in Perisno. And we'll go over the newest ones, because I keep forgetting to add them to the game, because I think my mic's... Alright, let's go back to it. We're almost done. I think we're an hour 7 in. We're doing pretty decent. Okie dokie. Hailing from the line of nobles who inhabited the lands of the Falcon long before today's people lived there. So okay. House Tahir was formed in the hardships, and they had to endure while in exile. No one really knows where they spent their exile prior to returning to Perisno in the year 395. So I'm not going to read over all this lore. If you want to take a look at it, just pause the video, I guess. There's a lot to read. Alright, let's do it. We got a very white troop tree. It kind of reminds me of the Realm of the Falcon. We got the Tahir Recruit from the Hunter, the Archer, the Sharpshooter, and the Archers of the Citadel. And Tahir Rider. These could A lot of copies as well here, because the Sharpshooter and the Citadel, along with the Archer, seem to have all of these have the same armor. Not a big fan of that, but I guess there wasn't a lot of white armor in the mod, so. And then the Knight of the Citadel, they jump from a green horse and the Fountain Guard. I'm going to give a pass on the Fountain Guard's look because it's kind of a different troop. But the Knights of the Citadel, I think we could find a white horse to fit that. There's too many copies. There's just too many copies of the same armor. Otherwise, it would be a nice looking troop tree. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. 5.5, 6. Too many copies. Yes, I didn't come up with a name tier myself. I'm intrigued if you heard it before. Great series of the games. I looked it up. I wasn't sure what it was, I suppose. Lord of the Rings, yeah. It's a good looking troop tree. There's just too many, just a tad too many copies of the same armor, which, hey, it is what it is. Household Guard isn't finished at this point simply because of 1.3.2. It didn't manage to capture the Fountain Hall yet. Yeah, just re-upload it if you're done. That's fine. And that should do it with the troop tree overviews. I'll go into Patreon. We'll give an update on that. What's going on? Musgarza? I don't know how to say your name, bud. I butchered your name again. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, we're just finishing up on Discord troop tree ideas. So you're about an hour and 11 minutes late. But the video will be up on YouTube in a few days, so. Are you still doing feedback? The feedback was in the first part of the video, way at the front, so. I just finished the Discord feedback. So you could watch that back on Twitch, or wait for it a few days on YouTube. I'll get it up on YouTube as well. All right, we're going to go over some Patreon stuff. All right, thank you, Lonet Daniel, for the newest Patreon. If you guys want to take a look at the Patreon or the patrons, they will be in-game on version 1.4. We'll get that in-game next. It should be under notes, info, basically the same place where we have the current dev team and the current updated version on Perisno. So we'll get that in this game as well. And if you are a Patreon, make sure to join our Discord. And you can DM me directly or message me on Patreon, I suppose. I don't check Patreon too often. If you have any, according to your tier, just make sure to respond or request whatever your tier allows, I suppose. We have a few ideas coming in. One of them, not sure what his name was. I would have to look it up. He wanted the Illican Empire in Perisno, or requested to make the Illica faction, whatever, a main faction. That probably will be coming in the next version or soon. So, all right, guys, hour 14 in. This video will be on YouTube and obviously on Twitch to watch later. As I said, this will be the last Feedback Friday of the month. We're coming back probably April 2 or April 9. We got some stuff going on that I got to catch up in real life. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And join me next time for more Perisno.